Okay, so we're jam-packed into the award season.
Right. One of the big ones, the Golden Globes, was on Sunday.
Yes.
And, you know, they always say this is the precursor of the Oscars. This is how you know, but, you know, I know, but this is how you know what's going to happen. So, first and foremost, the most important award that we're concerned with.
Yes.
Heath Ledger did win for Best Supporting Actor.
Yes.
And it was very nice. They showed a clip. Christopher Nolan accepted.
Good clip, too.
It was a nice moment.
Yeah.
So
let's update the Joker watch.
The Joker watch.
So updating it, we have we stopped at the Oklahoma Film Critics. So the Kansas Film Critics awarded him a win.
Yeah.
And then he won the Broadcast Film Critics Award. He won the Golden Globe, but he was also nominated for a BAFTA, Vancouver, and Online. Mm-hmm. But then he lost the National Society of Film Critics to Eddie Marsan from Happy Go Lucky. Mm. So there's a loss there. So we are up to past 25 now. Yeah. So here we are. So we're still waiting for these shows to have their... Oh, and then he's nominated for Vancouver and Online, too.
And the SAGs are coming up, I think, in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think he has a good shot at that.
And we'll know next Thursday is when the Academy Awards get... nominations are announced. So
right.
We'll know them.
So, other things on the Golden Globes. The thing about the Golden Globes that I do always love is that it's movies and TV together.
Yes.
So you get to see all your favorite people.
Mostly it's crappy TV, though.
The thing about the Golden Globes is they seem to love the cable. Now, I mean, yes, there is better TV on cable right now. The networks aren't helping. But they love cable, so it's all cable. Mm-hmm. And I guess probably a big surprise... Anna Paquin one for True Blood.
I kind of called that one because I know they like to
I thought that
new
too.
Things. They always like to pick at least one new TV thing.
Here's my problem. I put some predictions up on our blog, and as I was typing them, in my head I had a lot of really big surprise. I was going to go out on a limb. But then I talked myself out of it, and I made all the sensible choices.
And then,
and then all the ones that I thought I was going to make, those were all the ones that won. And I was like, no. But I did call the two best pictures, Slumdog Millionaire and Vicky Cristina Barcelona.
Which doesn't look like a comedy at all.
But it's Woody
Allen. And I read about what it is, and it's like, wow, that sounds like a drama.
It's Woody Allen, and they love Woody Allen.
It comes out in a few weeks on DVD, so it's in my Netflix queue. So
big night for Kate Winslet. Yeah. She is just one of my most favorite actresses, so I am thrilled that she won all the awards that she deserves. So I'm happy for her. And best actor was
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke
for drama, and he deserves it. And I hope he whoops Sean Penn's butt.
Wow.
No, because just watch this movie, and it's he plays a washed-up wrestler who's trying to regain some glory, but what it's about is he can't let go of the things that happened in his past. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. Like, we're good at something, and we just can't do that anymore. Like if you were really good at high school, and ever since high school you're just, average person, you're like, I want that back. And it's just the emotion. There's, wow. That's all I can say about it.
A big moment for you, Colin Farrell.
Oh, so happy.
In Bruges. Oh. When I heard that, I was like, oh, Tim's overjoyed.
The speech was horrible, but I was so happy because I called it.
Yeah.
Not only because I never call things correctly, I'll tell you that. But he deserved to win. I think that was, I've gone on record saying that In Bruges was his best performance to date.
I really thought him and Brendan Gleeson were going to split the vote somehow, but that was...
Well, they're actually going to split the award, apparently. That's what his speech said. But his speech kind of gave us a clue that the Golden Globes are a little BS, because in his speech he was talking about how he loves spending all the time with the Hollywood Foreign Press and getting to know them, which is how you win the award, by kissing people's... you go there and, hey, how are you doing? Hey!
We said Best Actress went to Kate Winslet for drama. And in comedy, it went to Sally Hawkins from Happy Go Lucky. Now, this is a small little movie, but it's been making its rounds on the awards scene. So I guess at some point they're going to have to release it so that the rest of us can see it.
That's what I was telling Stephanie this morning. It's sort of in this movie limbo where it's not on DVD, but it's not playing anywhere. So it's in my Netflix queue, kind of, with no release date to be announced yet. So I want to see it. But I did have a note about Sally Hawkins. I read this on the internet a couple weeks ago, and it really pushed my memory. Who do you think Sally Hawkins could play in a movie just by looking at her? Let's see if you just guess it. A famous pop star.
Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, didn't just by looking at her you think, wow, she makes an excellent Amy Winehouse.
Well, when they make the Amy Winehouse biopic after she overdoses,
okay, well,
they can cast Sally Hawkins. On the TV side, no surprises. 30 Rock. Now, listen. We might be the only two people left in the world who don't get the appeal of 30 Rock.
Oh no, I got a letter from Dan. With a carrier pigeon.
Oh, okay.
It flew into the press enterprise and dropped it off
okay.
for me. And he was like, I don't understand what's going on. Is the world,
I have tried several times to watch the show, and I just, Tina Fey is funny, Alec Baldwin's funny, Tracy Morgan is funny, but I just don't get it.
I don't get it either.
So, but 30 Rock, whatever.
Everything. And Steve Carell got shut out, which is a shame.
And one of the funniest moments, Ricky Gervais comes out to present. He introduced one of the Best Picture nominees again. I think they asked him to host Oscars, and he said no because he felt like he might mess it up, and he was a little intimidated by the thought of hosting the Oscars. But really, they just need to give him whatever. Just, he's so funny.
He should host he should have hosted the Golden Globes, and they could have cut out all the little banter that was horrible.
Award show banter is never good.
Like the Seth Rogen banter was beyond horrible. Sacha Baron Cohen was horrible. Cameron Diaz one with Mark Wahlberg was horrible. Just cut all that out. Just say the nominees are, and have someone do little funny banter.
But that's the Golden Globe. So if we believe what we saw at the Golden Globes, it looks like Slumdog Millionaire has the momentum going into Oscar nominations.
Which, if we follow history, and I want to talk about this probably next week when we talk about the Oscar nominations, my history with the Oscars kind of proves that Slumdog Millionaire will not only get the most nominations, but it'll win. Just because movies I normally don't like usually are nominated and win.
But at the same time, you've got some big movies out there that, the Academy may get behind more than the
Well, we were right about The Dark Knight kind of winning all the back-end Guild... being nominated for all the back-end Guild Awards. I heard it got cinematography, especially, like, editing, which they said is a huge part of the Academy. They got one for that. So it's won almost everything except for SAG. Nominated.
Yeah.
So if you look at... The SAG has the most... actors are the most populated in the Academy. I read a breakdown of who's in what.
Okay.
But if you count all the other guilds, it far surpasses the members of the Academy.
I think it'll get a nomination. And so I think they'll be the front runners. It'll be between those two movies.
And next week I'll bring this a question up now for you, so you have a week to let it simmer. But I really want to talk about this with nominations too. Is in years past, you always hear people say, like, oh, it's an honor to be nominated, and you kind of roll your eyes like, oh. But the question I want answered and I want us to discuss next week is this year the year to be nominated, and that's the award?
Oh, sure.
So think about that.
Okay.
Because I think we're going to have a lot of nominees, just not Best Picture, but acting and everything, where it's an honor, and it's, boom, just to be, you're not going to win, but it's going to help your career just to be nominated.
Okay.
So let's think about that.
All right.